Welcome to this explainer. So, for all you focused learners out there trying to balance classes, exams, and, those endless reading lists, it can honestly feel like a full-time job just keeping it all straight. Today, we're taking a deep dive into something designed to bring complete order to that study chaos. It's called StudyMind AI. And I've got to say, when I looked into this, I was genuinely amazed at how it takes a disorganized mess of notes and turns it into a highly structured, artificially intelligent learning machine.
Here is our game plan for today. We'll start off by welcoming you to the workspace. Then we'll move into organizing subjects and exams, generating AI study timetables, using interactive tutors and quizzes, tracking analytics and mastery, and finally, taking a peek inside the multi-agent logs. Hello, ready to master your topics? That's actually the very first question this platform asks you. I want you to hold on to that thought for a second. Imagine a perfectly optimized learning routine where you literally never have to guess what to study next, how long you should study it for, or whether you actually understand the material. That's the ultimate goal here.
Okay, section 1. Let's dive right into Welcome to your workspace.
Think of the workspace dashboard as your academic mission control. Right off the bat, you're greeted with this cool little rocket icon and a massive Generate Study Plan button. It's practically begging you to take action. Below that, it tracks your momentum. You've got placeholders for things like your current streak, which is showing 0 days at the start, and your overall study readiness percentage. So before you even crack open a single textbook, it gives you this instant, high-level snapshot of exactly where you stand. And the navigation sidebar brilliantly illustrates just how structured this whole workflow is. Notice that clean, dark blue and purple technology theme? It lays out the exact steps of a successful student. You set up your subjects and exams, you build your study plans, engage with the AI tutors and quizzes, review your analytics, and if you're feeling curious, you can check out the agent logs. It is a completely linear, distraction-free path. Moving on to section 2, organizing subjects and exams. Before the AI can actually help, it needs to understand your academic life. When you add a new subject, like linear algebra, the app lets you drop in your syllabus notes, pick a fun accent color like a vibrant purple, and, this is key, set a subjective difficulty level out of 5. Why does that matter? Well, it tells the system exactly where your weak spots are. And then you can link specific exams directly to those subjects, like scheduling midterm 1 for maths. Just a few simple taps.
So, what does this all mean? The absolute crucial point here is that these aren't just cosmetic labels. When you set a custom subject name, or add a difficulty level, or mark an exam with a priority level of 3, you're feeding incredibly vital data to the AI behind the scenes. You're basically teaching the algorithm how to prioritize your time based on what you personally find most challenging and what's most urgent.
All right, section 3, generating AI study timetables. This is where the magic really begins.
I honestly found it surprising how simple this part is. It's just 3 steps to map out your study life, taking the heavy lifting completely out of your hands. Step 1, you just set your time horizon, say mapping out the next 2 weeks. Step 2, you click Run Coordinator Agent. And Step 3, you simply review the customized plan it spits out. That's the whole shebang.
And this brilliantly illustrates the results. The AI processes those exam dates and difficulty levels we talked about and instantly generates a highly specific schedule. In this case, 13 individual study sessions across 1 week, making maths the absolute top priority. It breaks it down to the exact day, like scheduling an introduction and overview for maths on Sunday, July 5th. It takes that entire mental burden of planning completely off your shoulders.
Now for section 4, interactive tutors and quizzes. Time for the active learning phase.
Let's say you hit a roadblock while studying. You don't have to go endlessly searching Google or wait around for office hours. You can just spin up an on-demand tutor dedicated entirely to a specific subject, like maths. It's ready and waiting right there to answer concept questions or give you analogies instantly. When you actually fire up that tutor, you can ask for something specific, like, tell me all the formulas used in algebra. And I absolutely love this little detail, the glowing tutor is thinking status. It really shows how the system acts as an immediate, personalized sounding board, processing your exact syllabus context to give you precisely what you need, exactly when you need it. But, just reading formulas isn't enough, right? You have to test yourself. That's where the interactive quiz room comes in. It is highly configurable. You aren't just taking some generic math quiz. You can target specific keywords. You can type in Chapter 3, Linear Systems, ask for exactly 5 questions, and set the difficulty to level 3. It is a surgical approach to studying that guarantees you aren't wasting time on stuff you already know. Now, what's really interesting about this is the variety. The AI generates standard multiple-choice questions, like asking for the primary purpose of linear algebra.
But then it pushes you way further with complex, open-ended written questions. It might demand that you explain the significance of linear algebra. So it's not just testing if you can guess an answer from a list. It is testing your true conversational mastery of the topic.
Section 5. Tracking Analytics and Mastery. Let's see how all this activity gets measured. This analytics dashboard is literally the ultimate truth teller. It takes all those quiz scores and your completed study logs and calculates your average mastery and your total completed slots. But the real game changer is the alert zones section. If you've been slipping, it'll wave a yellow warning flag, saying something like, "One subject needs attention," pointing directly at maths. It totally ensures you never walk into an exam with a false sense of confidence. Finally, Section 6, Inside the Multi-Agent Logs. Let's pull back the curtain on how this app actually manages all of this. Welcome to the Multi-Agent Activity Feed. This is the real-time, terminal-style log showing exactly what's executing under the hood. It is so cool to see this exposed. It proves you aren't just dealing with a simple chatbot. You've got an entire team of specialized AI agents working together in fractions of a millisecond.
To break this complex system down, as you can see in the logs, there's a specific quiz agent whose sole job is generating test questions. Simultaneously, a planner agent is crunching your time constraints to build those 13 study sessions. Meanwhile, a priority agent is actively ranking your subjects based on your analytics, and they all report back to a coordinator agent. It's exactly like an orchestra conductor, ensuring everyone plays in perfect harmony. You basically have an entire faculty of tutors, planners, and analysts dedicated entirely to you.
StudyMind AI is clearly more than just a calendar app. It's your intelligent multi-agent learning companion. After seeing how seamlessly it handles the prioritizing, scheduling, tutoring, and analytics, you kind of have to ask yourself, how many hours of stress and manual planning could a system like this save you this semester? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, happy studying!